Got a little new. Bought this because I needed a new speaker for work. Because when I roll in, like a nice little hour to myself. Do some Weird Al, maybe some country, some rock and roll. But it's a nice little thing. It's a chain. Yeah, boy. Got for like $40 at Target online. Has a chain, has a about 2 hour life so far I can get out of it, which is fine because I only need it for about an hour and a half. And nice little speaker for $40, and it fits in my pocket. Yes. So, how are we today, ladies and gentlemen? It is football season. Well, spring football season is in full effect. I have to admit, it's kind of hard following like 3 different leagues at the same time. Battlehawks right now are at 2-0. Yeah. Maybe it's our time to go more in depth football. Heard a great episode on the 1925 Pots Maroon. Check that on Good See Still Available, wherever good podcasts are found. Got a nice old man beer going. Yeah. Like a nice old man beer. I hate it. I hate getting old. But honestly, maybe I know I'm gonna shave tonight. I had to shave for work. So, yeah, I actually rewatched Old School last week. And the only reason I watched it because Roku has channels that you can, watch movies for free, with commercials, interruption. And Old School was on it. And in the first couple of minutes, the way I'm seeing the damn band is playing Lady by Styx. And if you're, living under a rock, never heard of the damn band. And Dan band drops the F-bomb in knowable songs. So, and they bleeped it out. They edited it out. What the freak? Yeah. Although, it's on free TV, I guess. It's been out. It's been over 20 years, I imagine, Hey, might as well. Pay the money and get the DVD. Actually, I got some DVDs coming the next day or two. The Time Machine, the one from 1960, and 2001: Space Odyssey. The only reason I'm buying them because of Warner Bros. Disc rot. There's like a 4-pack of DVD. One of those monstrous ideas of let's put a movie on CD, which is fine, and let's do it 2-sided. Put 2 movies on 2 sides of this disc. Okay. I don't get it. I guess that was an early 2000s idea to get more space out of your DVD or something like that. But that's like the worst idea ever. Yeah, and I'm a man of really bad ideas. Yeah, I got that, and I got the Nip Tuck series coming. I have the last season, but I found that at a Dollar General. But now I got all seasons coming, so yay. I actually bought my new movie I'm totally obsessed with. Aaron, Aaron, Aaron. How the heck am I supposed to say it? You know, the movie I was obsessing. It's the girl, Pretty Woman Gone Dirty.
Anton.
No, it's not Anton.
Enron.
It's not Enron. It's not. It's not the company that bankrupt people. Enora. No, Enora. I knew it. Enora. Yeah, so I caved in and bought it. Now I can then delete Hulu off my subscription now. Although I did watch Dying for Sex last night. I watched all 6 or 8 episodes. Okay, I kind of get the idea, but it was sad at the end because it brought up some memories of my uncle who passed away from cancer, who went 15 years with cancer, in and out of hospitals and whatnot. And I did last episode was kind of emotional. I have to admit it, but some of the stuff they were describing, I was like, that's not really true. It's what I've seen and heard. Sometimes you don't go on to that good night easily. Let's put it that way. You're kicking and screaming at maybe, but it is humorous within the first 4 or 5 episodes because it's a woman going all out, and yeah, especially episode 4 is pretty wild. Yeah, so if you're just got a couple hours to kill, dying for sex, something you need to check out. Or not, whatever. But episode 4 was kind of wow. Wow, crazy kids. Yeah. Yeah, nothing's happened to me lately. I fell and I can't get up. I need one of the laplets. Of course, I'm not totally making fun of an old lady, but come on. Yeah, so last Friday at work, I was on my 15-minute break. One of my 15-minute breaks. Slipped and fall. How I slipped and fall? There was nothing wet. Nothing dusty. Nothing. My knee did not give out. I went boom. It's very also close to 10-year anniversary of rolling my ankle too. Which, by the way, at one point over the weekend, I took one bad step outside my step and almost fell again. I'm just clumsy. I am clumsy. I have a period's point of being clumsy. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, SpaghettiOs type stuff. But, this sometimes you just run into a series of bad luck. And it will eventually pass. But I don't know. At least I didn't like totally had to like be like, I'm in a soft cast again, and being out of work forever. That would be awful. But like the last time, or when I rolled my ankle, I was out of work for almost the entire summer. This happened in May. I did not return till like August. Yeah, and I was late. I remember it well because I was going to leave to see the new Mad Max movie at the time, and it was the same step that last week, same set of steps that almost took me out again, and I landed, trying to catch myself, and some ligament decided to go, your summer's done. Whatever your plans for the summer of winning somebody back over, it's Dunsky. And it was really all that bad at that point in my life. I was really just burning the candle at both ends. I really felt like I was really burning the candle at both ends, even though I was going to school, I was working, and really, I guess something really had to give. And that summer, had my leg propped up a lot of times. I actually learn how to use crutches for the first time in my life. I actually still had that boot out of the garage. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I had throw in the dumpster. But it sucked because I had to like time things out. I had to at one point go across the house to use the restroom, and early in the mornings I would have to get up out of bed, get into my school chair, kind of row your boat across the house, and then if there wasn't clothes on the floor, then I had to pick myself up and use the facilities. God forbid if I had Taco Bell that night. God, I don't remember what I did for my birthday that year. No, wait, no, I remember. It was either the weekend of the truck show, which it really sucked because, of course, I went to one of the truck shows, and it was, of course, they ran the state fairgrounds and they did 2 shows. Of course, nothing happened. I have that on film. I taped that from my other YouTube channel. But I wasn't there. Joe was incapacitated. One of the older Bigfoot monster trucks flipped and destroyed the chassis, retired, and it was like, that could have been my viral video. It's like, if it wasn't for the stupid leg or ankle it was, I could have got this viral video from my YouTube channel. Even though I kind of copied it, I have a copy and a down version, but it's like I had enough subscribers to be like, oh, share. And it's like devastating. It's kind of like the feeling of hitting like the old famous 1932 World Series, shot her around the world. It's like one of those mythical. Oh, I wish I had a camera for that. Oh, but it's like, yeah, of course, something viral. It could have got a little bit more bump on my channel. Got not because this angle. So yeah. Although, like I said, I have a copy, so it doesn't get that dude's channel get ever get canceled. Hey, I got a copy of my own. Then the other thing was I went to the Star Trek convention, which had to rent out a little scooter, which was kind of really nice because our seats were a row that I could prop my foot up. But it was like embarrassing. Oh, how did he get you? How did you get this stupid injury? It was like, do you really want to tell calling me that? Oh, I just lost my balance. Of course, my excuse was I was playing rugby, which worked because George Takei kind of flirted with me, which, ooh. But eh. Yeah, that was actually one of those nights. It was like, but that was like a kind of a cool experience because this kind of a little bit of sympathy from Denise Crosby. Cool. But at the same time, you're a little bit. You get one thing about hurting a body part like a leg, for example. You get winded really easily. You gotta take things one step at a time, and you have to plot your course out. I imagine it's like being in a wheelchair, but it's like, oh boy, okay, I gotta do this, do that, but eventually, I was counting the days. Oh, get this stupid cast on my foot, and I did it. The worst part was trying to drive again. I went and saw the last Vacation movie, the one with Christina Applegate and that guy from The Hangover. And the running joke was Seal, Kiss from a Rose. And one thing about your pedal foot is try and get as much pressure down and try and drive. And I live like 3 miles. Then it's not the 3 miles that counts, but it's stop, go, stop, go. You gotta really relearn how to drive when you have a foot injury. It sounds strange, but when you're didn't drive for a long time, you gotta. Oh, okay, and especially when you're injured, you still have to check out. Oh, go, stop. Oh, not pressure. Then you do therapy was also kind of strenuous because I did get some work. It's one thing for not working out forever. It's another. Then you're sweating of putting pressure and getting they had like rubber bands, put pressure as much as you can, and yeah, you know, and eventually I went back to work for a couple of days, and did because I had to make some damn money. So yeah, so that's the saga of my broken ankle. Of course, I probably played a lot of PlayStation too. Um, Probably Grand Theft Auto. I know. Changing out movies was pretty hard because I didn't have one of those convenient DVD Blu-ray players that hooked to your computer. I had to actually get up and move, change out everything. So that was also a pain. But yeah, just kind of had to stayed up late, slept in. So yeah, like I said, that's the saga of my rolled ankle, my bad ankle, close and near the 10th anniversary of the event. Maybe I should talk about a retrospect of Mad Max, come to think of it, but I can always do that in a couple of weeks. I go rewatch Fury Road again. It's sort of after watching Furiosa, watch Furiosa, or then you watch into Fury Road, make a nice little double feature. Yeah, maybe a nice little movie idea. Yeah. So, anywho, I babble long enough here. So, until I'll see you next time.